I'm okay. I just got worked up. I'm all right. Anyways, I came here to cover a trial, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick update. We only have a little bit.
Hey, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte, what? Latte, what? Latte, what? Hands up if you ready for the real. Latte, what? Latte, hands up if you ready for the.
What we all got to witness today was crazy, because it has nothing to do with wrong or right. It's having everything to do with what's black and what's white. Let's get into this content.
So far there has been 3 witnesses. The first one. I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, for me, Tay want to say, shout out to Nick at Night, baby. Continue to do your big one, okay? Never scared, never will. The opinion is going to continue to be real. Say what now?
I'm surrounded by Black Panthers right now, so they protecting me. Um, so the first witness was a 17-year-old who goes to Centennial. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back.
Neek at Night ain't new to this. She's definitely true to this. This is not the first court case that she has blessed with her presence. So we're not going to even act like she's fresh meat, baby. So I'm confused in where all the negativity meet. If you don't agree, you don't agree. But when y'all start threatening people and making it seem like they not going to make it back home to their baby, that's a problem. It's not about wrong or right. People are making it about black and white. And right now what it is showing to me that the white think they rule all, baby. Say what now? Oh, y'all got fucked up.
Well, the murder just happened right now, right? And that's when you look back, blah, blah, blah. So then after they did that, they bounced it back to the defense. And the defense said, well, you weren't in here when there was testimony that there was discrepancies with the timestamps, right? Like you weren't in here when there was testimony, and you haven't been looking at the testimony, so you wouldn't know that there was a discrepancy with the sync of the videos. And he was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't know that or whatever like that. And then he was basically like, when you first talked to the detective, you said people formed a U around Mello. And then when you looked at the video, said that they formed an L. So when he said that, the prosecution argued that he was leading the witness, and he like put in like whatever motion or whatever.
Now, many of you may know, and if you don't, Nick at Night has been covering the Karmelo Anthony case, okay? And it seems that this case has been intense, to say the least. There's this young lady named Sarah that's also there on the case, and she's made everything negative when it came down to the factors of Nick at Night coverage. Now, my thing is, there's people traveling from all over the world for this case, but everybody's not traveling for the right reason. Bullying and treason is what is seeming, because it's starting to seem like back in the days in a lot of ways when you got people outside of a courthouse talking about hang people from trees. What do we got going on here, baby? Like, it's 2026, but we're like in 1906 all over again, when a woman can't even travel to give her content. This is her content. If you don't agree, you are able to continue to scroll past, baby. There's no force in you listening. But for you to choose to listen, and this is the mission that you decide to take, and that's put this young lady in danger, it's crazy. Because ain't that what we here for? Ain't that what this case started out over in the first place? Bullying? Because I'm going to be honest, my opinion on this situation is, if the color was reversed, it would be an open and shut. The case would have been closed already. The case would have been closed already. Each one is supposed to teach one, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. Anytime you try to forcefully change what somebody thinks by bullying, are you crazy? It's sad that the Black Panthers had to show up for Nick at night to make sure that things was all right and that she was kept safe. That young lady got a baby at home that's waiting for her. Just because she's on her job, that does not mean she should be involved in the negativity that is brewing and strewing within this case. This is not the way you prove right or wrong in no type of way. And the bad part about it is, these is the same adults that's teaching these kids. So now you wonder where they get it from. That is, it starts at home. So all these grown people that's at that courtroom came from a home. And a lot of them is responsible for children. Half of the children that was involved in this case. So it says what it says.
And then he said, the tent that you said was medium full. And they said, yes, sir. And it was like, not like packed prior to the push, sitting under the tent. You saw people all around him under the tent. And then he said there were people walking by. There were people, like, he was like describing what he saw, because he saw like people walking by, people like going around and stuff like that. And so they wanted to know again, like, okay, so right before the incident, like, what was the mood? And he said that it was normal. And then he was like, let's see. He said, like, you described everything to the best of your recollection. So then it was back to cross, and they wanted him to say again, like, where Mello was. And he said he was in the top corner. And when they showed the video of them running to show that it was synced up, so they showed him the video again, and they were like, "Well, this is synced up with the murder, blah blah." And then it went back to the defense, and then the defense was like, he tried to like say like it, like insinuate like it wasn't synced up or whatever.
One time for the one time. Shout out to my whole nation, baby. You know the color. It is what it is. But definitely shout out to all those people that traveled to that court to do content. Y'all definitely will be a fork in history, baby. Definitely that, to say the least. It's just sad that we seeing the activity that we see. But shout out to Black Panther, shout out to the content creators, and definitely shout out to Neek at Night. You got this, girl. Let's go. Ha.
And so he said that it was like part of varsity, etc. So after that, they said it's time for the next witness, and then like one of the jurors was like raising his hand or whatever, and they had put like, they went on like a sidebar with the lawyers, and basically The juror had 5 minutes to go to the, I guess, the restroom. We couldn't leave the courtroom. And then when we came back, it was Officer Riley. Now, Officer Riley, his name is Bo Riley. He's employed by the city of Frisco, and he serves as a detective in Crimes Against Children unit. He said at the time that the April 2nd incident happened, he was serving a search warrant on an individual that did a crime against a child. And he was told about the stabbing, so he headed to the stadium to interview some of the witnesses. And they wanted to know if one of the witnesses that he interviewed was a guy by the name of Eddie Parra. He said, yes, sir. It took place in the field house. That's where they did the interview, in the field house. And they wanted to know about the search that he did on Eddie's phone. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to the testimony of the witnesses, Eddie Parra testified that he lifted up his phone and he pretended to act like he was filming the video. And so they wanted to prove that, like, you guys did a search, but you didn't, like, forensically download it. So, like, if he prior deleted something, you guys didn't download his phone to actually get an accurate accounting of the content. That's kind of what they were trying to get everybody to understand.
Please do your girl Tay a favor and drop a purple heart in the comment section, and definitely give me your opinion on this situation, to say the least. And before you go out the door, definitely do the famous 4: like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely keep your girl alive. Salute to everybody that's doing what it is that they do, and especially the content creators, baby. Anyway, never bye. See you later.
And he said that he just did a consent search where Eddie was right there and he was like telling him, like, well, go to your photos or go to this, go to that type of thing, like that. The next witness was another student, but I'll save the rest for after. I just wanted to give you guys an update because something about today, like the way that they broke at 11 and wanted to come back at 12:30, I'm interested to see why that was and who the next witness is. They didn't announce who the next witness is going to be. So it looked like they were preparing for something. I'm really not sure, but I will keep you guys updated. Make sure you have your notification bells on. I have been in the courtroom every single day of this trial, and I'll be giving you guys live updates when I can. So thank you guys so much, and we're out.
Hey, hold up, hold up, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte, what? Latte, what? Latte, what? Hands up if you're ready for the real. Latte, what? Latte, hands up if you're ready for the real.
She pop out clean, yeah, the vibe go up. Big energy walk, don't gotta do much. Truth in her voice, she say what it be. No sugarcoat talk, just honesty. Color in her style, confidence loud. Unicorn vibes, but she stand out proud. She don't chase rumors, she clear that fog. If it ain't the truth, she won't co-sign, y'all.
Latte! If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte! Truth telling energy on display. Latte! If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte! Welcome to the world where the facts stay. Latte!
Hold up,
yeah.
hold up, hold up.
Truth teller,
Hold up,
unicorn
hold up,
energy.
hold up.
Hey.